Hello there and welcome. Today is, I was going to say Tuesday, it's Sunday the 22nd. And I just thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to jump on here and do a little card reading before Christmas because I haven't done a card reading in a little while. And I thought, let me just jump on and do a little card reading for you. I was just feeling the need to do it. I've got a lot of travelling coming up over the Christmas holidays and going here and going there. So I'm not sure when I'll get a chance to do it again. Just burning some Palo Santo. So this is a beautiful way to cleanse the space. See the nice smoke there? See it next to my hair. There we go. Just cleanse the space, protect the space. It's very good for clearing, for protecting. So certainly this is something you might want to do after the Christmas holidays or before, even around your house, before people enter, before people come over for Christmas dinner. Do a sage, do a Palo Santo. Or as people leave and everybody goes back to their normal routine and you're bringing in the fresh air of the new year, you might want to bring in this cleansing method to smoke away anything negative. This is also very good for health. So it's a way of clearing away any bugs and that type of thing. Sage is very, very good for that, antiviral and antibacterial. So let's just give it another little blast. And it just sets the scene. I use Palo Santo a lot when I do my angelic Reiki. So it just brings that energy of angels straight away. So I'll just leave that sitting here next to me and let that carry on burning out. Hello, Merry Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas period planned. I just thought, you know, not too formal. I'm just sitting here in my jummy, sitting on the sofa, and I thought, let me do a reading for you. Let me pick some cards for you. And it's probably going to be a quick read. Oh, already we have two jumping out. That one was first, second. Don't know what they are yet. So tell me, how are you? Are you celebrating Christmas? If you're not celebrating Christmas, are you still feeling the vibe of giving, receiving, the vibe of family, the vibe of gathering? And of course it is like a celebration of lights as well. We have lights on our trees, we have lights on the streets, candlelight. So there is that connection to light, which as a healer very much appreciate. A reminder to link into that light and that support that comes from that light. And the flame, you know, like a flame on a lighter, the light, candlelight burning, the fire as well, which transforms things, which allows things to, it's like alchemize, the alchemy. I'm not sure why I'm coughing. I think it's because I'm getting a notion in my head that it's because I haven't done a card reading in a while, and there's this opening of the throat chakra that has to happen. So I will be holding my little blue stone for that, the sodalite. Hope you're all well, hope you have a lovely Christmas planned, and we're asking the tarot to give you a message. Christmas can be a difficult time as well. It can bring all kinds of memories. So there can be difficult things that have happened to us over Christmas. Many people have lost people this year or lost people around Christmas, people who've passed over. So that can sort of taint the celebration a little. Relationships beginning, relationships ending can happen as well, because we have this big gathering and then this reassessing that happens after Christmas going into the new year. So it can be a difficult period. It can be heavy on some people's hearts. So we're looking for guidance on information that might help this group who are watching through the Christmas period. But I'm sending you love and blessings, and I hope that you get some Christmas cheer. Even a little Baileys or a little glass of wine, whatever it is. It's okay to relax, it's okay to switch off. I find it difficult, hence I'm on here reading for you. But this is my joy too. I enjoy connecting with spirits and connecting with the angels and with the tarot guides. and the Tarot Angels, Archangel Raziel, and receiving. And they're just reminding me now, if anybody does want to have a 12-month tarot reading, I'm going to do that as an offering as well, where we do it slightly differently to my usual personal reading, so a slightly different layout, but we will have a card for every month, and then a major for every month, and a minor as well alongside that. And that gives us a sense of what energy you're going to be in, that currently in your position, that's what it looks like, that's what the forecast looks like, but also there's guidance within that. And then being able to then tune in, for example, to Archangel Raziel and deliver a personal message to you. So if you're interested in that for the new year, if you think that would be something that you find exciting and beneficial, I'm always choosing cards for myself as well, so it's great just to have a deck of cards. There can be any kind of cards, I mean even these ones. So this is the colour deck, so you can get any kind of cards. It doesn't have to be tarot, and you can just get there's this one as well, Mother Mary, so I might do a Mother Mary card as well, considering it's the birth of Jesus that we're celebrating. Can I have a couple more cards, please? So you can get yourself any kind of little deck, and sometimes just choose a card. Angel decks, just choose a card. Positivity decks, cosmic manifestation decks, whatever it is. And sometimes just shuffling and choosing a card gives you a focus, gives you something to think about, something to focus on, and to see your situation rather than the way you're usually seeing it, to see it slightly differently, if you know what I mean. Okay. One more card, please. Okay, thank you. So 3 I don't know, 1, 2 and 5 I don't know, 3 and 4 I know. Oh, so the back of the deck, which we say is the underlying energy, is actually the Ace of Pentacles. So you can see the Ace of Pentacles here. Beautiful card, huge big coin there, and this gateway that you're about to move through. So the Ace of Pentacles is a win or an inheritance or some money coming to you. It's been given by God. It's been given by the hand of God here. So it is coming to you, and you have to be able to receive it. But it's not money that you've had to work for. So you've not had to do your 9 to 5 for this. It's coming in a different way. So if you're feeling lucky, maybe do the lottery, maybe do the bingo, maybe do a raffle. There's some sort of win, there's some sort of financial increase coming for you. And what it's going to do is going to open a new doorway for you. So it's going to allow you to move through this doorway where you want to go. Currently, you're probably in a stuck position. You might feel the need of this money. You might have been praying for this money. So the underlying energy is that the money is coming. The money is going to be available to you. And that's going to allow you to move through this doorway. But it is the pentacle which represents work. So it's not like you earn this money. You don't earn it. You don't do it within your working hours. So you've not had to work for it. But it's going to allow you to move through a new doorway into a new work, into a new... so if you've had a business idea, if you've had a study idea, this can be study as well. If you've wanted to go down a different avenue, if you wanted to set up something on your own, if you wanted to invest in something to watch it grow, this is allowing you to move through that. This is giving you enough support so you can move through that. So whoever this is for, that's really, really good. That's a lovely start where you're getting this financial support. So finances won't be a concern. So let's see what the first card is. Okay, so we've gone from the Ace of Pentacles to the 3 of Pentacles. So the 3 of Pentacles, you can see there is, there's a building of money. So we've gone from that level. We've been given a certain amount, and now we're building, we're creating. Within this, we have sort of scaffolding and a building half finished. So you're not there, you're not quite at the end, but you are developing, you are growing things. You are putting in the hours. He's here with his hammer. He's here with his toolbox. He's kind of the builder, the scaffolder. and he's discussing the next level, what he needs to move on. So there is this exchange of money, there is this building of money, a little pot of gold, a little pot of pentacles here, with the little vine growing here as well, just to show that there is growth. There is growth. So that's really, really good. That's positive. And we're taking it in steps, we're taking it in stages. So you can't rush to the end. You have to build and watch things grow and watch things firm up to have a solid base. And that's what you want with structure. And certainly it's in construction. So whatever is happening around you, it is in construction. It is not finished. It is not the final piece. It is not complete. So we are in a process, we have moved forward, but it's not near complete now. So that's the start of our energy. And here we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this might be you. The Queen of Pentacles can be Queen, King, doesn't really matter. But in this instance, we're seeing a female, a woman, with her coin. So she's the one who's received the coin. And she's built a certain amount, as we saw. And so she's very self-sufficient. She's someone who earns her own money, and a lot of women do earn their own money now. Someone who is able to earn her own money, able to survive, able to thrive, has done a great deal of business, has watched her money grow, has put in the hours, has put in the dedication. And sometimes the pentacle can be a slow-moving thing, so it's a long time of building. It's building slowly to watch it grow. But if you're building slowly to watch it grow, you have to put time and effort into that. You have to show up. You have to turn up. You have to be there. And you've got the Taurian bulls there next to her. So Taurus is very much a sign of financial stability, a sign of solidness, stableness, growing wealth, not spending, but liking to grow. And we have them sitting here in her throne. So there's a level of maybe not wanting to spend and gradually growing and growing and growing. Perhaps that's how you will grow your business. Perhaps in the new year you'll set off on this decision to save some money, to build something. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to put hundreds of pounds away every week. Doesn't mean that. Some people can't afford to do that. So you might just put a little £10 in a pot. £10 in a pot over the course of a year is £120 that you would have spent on something frivolous. Look at things in your life that you're spending frivolously. Because she doesn't like to spend too much. She doesn't like to give money away that way. She likes to save her money. She likes to build her money. So notice where you're wasting your money. Notice what you're doing, where money is going. Look at your accounts. And this is a good time to do it as well, the beginning of a new year. Look at your accounts. Look at all these things you've signed up to. If you signed up to the gym, are you going? Are you using it enough? If you've signed up to a TV package or something like that, a broadband package, are you using it? Is it benefiting you? If you signed up to some sort of website agreement, are you using it enough? Are you putting out this money but you're not using it? So there's all these different ways of finding where you're leaking all this money, and then trying to either get rid of it, close it down, or use it, benefit from it. Your investment is there, so benefit from it. So she's dressed in green. So she comes in with that loving vibration, that natural vibration. And the pentacles are earth. So grounding, ground your energy to receive finances. So there is that lesson as well, which I'm getting, is to achieve financial wealth, you need to be grounded. You need to be able to ground your energy. We're all up in our heads. We're all buzzy. We're all full of ideas, full of attitudes, full of opinions, full of criticisms. And there needs to be this grounding, sending our energy down into the ground to stabilize us so we feel secure. So the nature of our energy is vibrating at a very earthy frequency. So then that draws to us that which will stabilize us, that which will make us feel secure. And so very much often the root chakra, your base chakra, the red chakra, can be out of balance, and the sacral above it, your lower belly, the orange chakra, can be out of balance. So when you're trying to increase your wealth, build your wealth, what should grow, what should blossom, what should produce results, a fertile environment for your money. We have a little hair here, so it could be springtime. So if we start now, we can do this. There's a level of this queen looking down at this queen and has spent a lot of time building her wealth, has spent time working, physically working, hours, putting hours into this, hours into that. She spent a lot of time focused on her coin, on the money. And there's a little bit of melancholy there because perhaps she's missed out on some other things. Perhaps the work has taken more of her attention. Perhaps her need for survival and to build security around herself because she's independent, she's self-sufficient. Perhaps that need to make sure that she had a level of comfort and that she depended on herself meant that she has missed out on certain things in life. So that's interesting as well. So we are building the money. We are in construction. We are creating, slowly building, not complete yet. This is telling us how we perhaps need to look at our money to make our money work for us. We want that comfort and that security. What can we do? We can use the earth energy. We can work on our lower chakras. We can set up some sort of savings. We can be careful of the money we're wasting. What are we wasting? Like, are you going to the coffee shop and buying coffee 3 or 4 times a day, or even once a day? Coffees are very expensive now. Are you buying lunches everywhere you go? Work out what it would be to take your own lunch. There's little ways that you can save, especially after Christmas. Money will be tight. You'll be wishing that you had a little pot that you can use, but she is holding on to it, so she never likes to spend too much. There's that sensibleness to her, but she has built that, and it's given her comfort. And then we have justice coming in. So justice is legal, law, contracts. We have the owl here who sees all 360. So the owl sees all sides of this situation. The owl gives wisdom. The owl speaks into justice's ear to direct justice. It's like Athena got her psychic intuition. She listened to what the owl would tell her. So it's listen to the wisdom that is coming through. Now this can be through a legal case. This can be victory in a legal case, because there's balance being brought to your life. Justice is coming in and bringing balance to your life. Something is unbalanced. And there needs to be this decision, this defining decision, which will bring equilibrium to your situation. And it's from wisdom. She's got a purple veil behind her. So she's not just deciding from a logical standpoint, even though her sword is very much about logic, mind, decision. But she's got the purple veil, so she is able to see beyond the veil and bring through that divine justice. So it's not necessarily man-made justice, man-made law. This is divine justice, divine law, which is higher, which is very, very different to the man-made scenario. Again, she's a lady dressed very much in green. So we've got the 2 ladies in green here. And she's got the red cloak, which is that base chakra. So she's taking this higher decision and she's bringing it forward in love, which is the green, but she's grounding it into reality. So she's bringing it into your life, bringing it into your everyday. What else do we want to say about justice? So it could be to do with a court case or a legal situation, or you might even meet a lawyer. It might be that law in some way comes into your life. It might be that you make this decision. It could be contracts, it can be employment contracts, it can be mortgages, It can be all sorts of legal documents. So there could be a signing of something legal. There could be a delivering of something which will bring balance to a situation. So perhaps something was out of kilter for a while. So this is to bring it back into balance, bring the right, not the right results, but the right energy back into a situation. So perhaps the situation was moving ahead. You were cutting through life, you were steaming ahead, and the energy wasn't quite right. So this is shifting that energy. This is bringing in the energy of truth, so that your truth, your personal truth. So she has her sword going up to the heavens. So this is, everyone's truth is different. So this is your own personal truth. This is your own piece of wisdom that you're bringing. So whatever it is you're doing, you're expressing it as well. The swords are about expression. So you're expressing it and you're communicating it. And it's whatever the situation is, she's got two strong pillars here, which sometimes mean, just as could be like a marriage. It can be a legal document, a marriage or a divorce, that brings the necessary justice. Like we said before, there could be something completing. So the relationship could be completing, and this is the divorce paper. Or relationship could be moving into the next phase, bringing balance to the next phase, bringing two pillars together in spirit, signing that legal contract. So you see the different ways that it can match. And it could be to do with your situation. It could be that there was a document that needed signing, that there was a legal document that needed signing to bring this to a close. And then we have the Hierophant, which again we have the two pillars. And the Hierophant is a very spiritual card. It's about emotional connections. It's about establishments and organizations and spiritual levels. So he's got 3 tiers on his crown, so mind, body and soul. So it's bringing it, his hands are up to the heavens. If you ever see, interesting as well, some of the old master paintings of Jesus, he has the two hands up. That's the Hierophant. That's pointing to the heavens. That's the sword of justice, pointing upward to the heavens. So when you do Tai Chi, there is a sword that you use, but you also have another sword in your hand, which is like this. This is your sword. So this is the justice's sword, and this is the spiritual energy coming in. The Hierophant is also reading from a book. So that's the wisdom, downloading the wisdom from spirit to guide us forward. And one leg is uncovered, and it's showing that this truth, this openness, this willingness to show himself to the world. We've got keys around his neck, so it's unlocking the truth, unlocking the power of spirit. That now we're unlocking the power of spirit. That what needed to be done has been done, and it's almost like a blessing. It's almost like he's blessing this decision that Justice made. He's blessing it because we were able to see what the situation was about. We were able to sit between the two sides and gather this wisdom. He's reading from this book. He's very much in study. So there's that aspect of spirit, that aspect of religion. So next to justice, it could be again that religious contract, that marriage, or something where we have that spiritual tying of two people. And they're very much like the masculine and feminine of that, aren't they? We had the wisdom of the owl. We have the wisdom in his book. We have her with her actual sword pointing to the heavens, and him with his Tai Chi sword pointing to the heavens. We have the two pillars. And for her, she is very much of this world, but can see beyond the veil. And for him, he has no veil because he is aware of spirit. He is aware of spirit. And that's your energy So your emotional connections, people that you're emotionally connected to. So brother, sister, family, cousins, uncles, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives. This is to do with emotional connections. So there's some higher wisdom coming in and higher directive coming in with regards to this. And it's going to stabilize your life. It's he's sitting on this block. So I'm seeing like a firm foundation. So we're finally balancing the situation in such that we feel comfortable, that we feel secure. And next that we have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is a wonderful character. She is so full of joy. She is the fire lady, holding the wand of fire. So that's two queens we have in this. And she is creative. She is the lady who loves nature. She would like to go out and go for a beautiful walk. I went for a walk in nature this morning. The sky was blue, the sun was out, it was chilly. But I went out, I thought, right, I need to get out and just blow these cobwebs from my energy. And it was a lovely brisk walk, but the sun was strong. Now it's changed. Now it's got dull. Looks like it could rain. But this is nature, getting out into nature. Even if it's cold, wrap up warm so you've got that golden glow. Feel that warmth of the sun when you're out, that raw energy from the sun. And she's got the sunflower there as well. So very much that happy energy, charismatic, fun-loving, very much a fire sign. So quick to ignite, and can be, she's got lions here in the front. So it could be a Leo, could represent a Leo. So they can take a great interest, but their fire can also burn out very quickly. So people might be coming in and out of your life with that fiery energy, but then disappearing again. So it's that fire, but fire burns out. If you don't keep it alive, fire burns out. But her connection to the ground is very real. Her staff is going straight into that ground. And we have the cat here at the front as well. So the cat points to that magical essence of the fire. Again, with the alchemy, it's the use of natural herbs and healing from the natural world, natural products, potions, lotions, that type of thing. Essential oils, perhaps. I'm using them a lot more now. So it's that energy of that witchy type energy, and we don't mean witch in a negative sense. We mean that natural woman, that herbal woman who is connected to the ground, connected to nature, plants, connected to the spirits of nature, and that can fire you up, connected to the sun, the power of the sun. So the power of the sun has come in at the end to give us that solar plexus. There's lots of yellow, orange and red here, so that's the lower chakras. So that's what we're doing. We're moving into this fiery essence. We're moving into this healing essence as well, I'm getting. But it's positive, it's glowing, it is full of charisma. She is very much someone that people want to be around. They're drawn to her warmth, they're drawn to her charisma, they're drawn to her entertainment. Fire signs can be very entertaining. But yeah, just be mindful of that passion overwhelming. The fire can overwhelm. You can feel burnt out. So be mindful of the need for healing with natural remedies as you move through this phase, whatever it was that you were going through. There's a need to maintain a certain amount of fire in the body, digestive fire, so you're eating and digesting properly. Your base chakra, your sacral chakra, working on the lower chakras, and having that sunny disposition, using the remedies, the natural earthy products, grounding that energy, like we said before, the nature, grounding that energy to transform from someone who has worked too much, is overworked, and is feeling burnt out. So we want to shift the energy of burnout to one of healing, to one of sun, to one of the power of the sun. Whatever you've come through, this whole thing that you've come through, you were building something. Something was building, but it wasn't quite complete, wasn't finished, you didn't know the end date of it. You didn't know whether it was going to get finished, whether it was going to ever be complete. You have been building and securing your lot for quite a while, but something legal was coming in. Something legal needed to be said, needed to be done to maintain balance. And this is coming from the higher world, from beyond the veil. And you have that spiritual justice, you have that spiritual connection coming in, sort of defining that this is now done, defining that this is a new page. We've got a blank page here, so we've got a new page, a new life that you're going forward in. But this new life is coming with fire that we need to tame sometimes in case it overwhelms us. But also it's about passion, it's about creativity, it's about turning everything that went wrong or everything that happened or all that toil into creativity. There's a new essence of creative fire, passion coming into your life. So that's all very interesting. That might be for someone in particular. So let's see what else we can find out. Well, we've got half an hour already. Oh my goodness. Let's see if the Priestesses of Light can give us another bit of information. These are great because they tend to reflect what's in the tarot very strongly. So let's just, I hope you don't mind, I haven't really set this up. This is just me on the sofa and just wanting to connect with you, wanting to speak with you, wanting to share cards with you. And just before Christmas, something has certainly come to completion, come to an end. Legally, it's signed off. So just be careful of, I'm also getting with the fire, that fire that's inside can be to do with anger and rage, and that can come up when things are transforming. So instead of feeling angry at someone, it's almost like use that to fuel your passions, use that to give you energy, use that to take action. Fire is an action card. So now it's time to take action. Now it's time to step into your dreams, your passions. That's what's coming up here. And the Leo is very much on stage. The Leo is very much charismatic and likes the audience and full of heart energy, full of love. But also it's about, maybe it's time for you to step out. Maybe it's time for you to no longer be behind that curtain, behind the veil. Maybe it's time for you to step out and share what you have with the world. Share your passions, share your joy with the world. And that will, again, bring you that foundation, bring you that stability. You've moved perhaps from a place of building money, and now you're going to take action. Now you're going to do something with it. Now you've got a project that you're thinking, okay, let's light this baby, let's go for it. What have you got to lose? The sunflower is there. It's a very positive symbol of joy and summertime. So it might come to fruition in summertime. Oh, please, give me a card. I don't want to waste all of the recording on shuffling. Can we have a card, please, to match the read for today, please? Thank you. Okay, I feel very much like the priestesses have joined. Okay. We won't read all of them, but maybe we'll just skim through them. Okay. Let's skim through them. So we have 5, which is change. And it says clarity, planning, releasing, illusion. So very much a golden card, that yellow again, that powerful yellow with the eagle, which is all about spirit, the white eagle. And it's about clarity, getting clear on what you want, getting clear on what you desire, planning things out. As we said, 5 is about change. So this is symbolizing the change that you've come through. And through that change, we got to make plans. Through that change, you have to decide what you want, decide what you want to do, lay out how you would like your year 2025 to look, get clear, start planning, and then release the illusion, you had thought, oh, what about this and that and that and that, and you can sit in illusion too much. This is a note to myself. As a Piscean, we can be very daydreamy. So releasing illusion and planning, making structured plans with the assistance of Spirit. So Spirit is very much here, very much a part of this. So ask Spirit to help you with your plans. Ask Spirit to help you with your step-by-step guidance. Then we have 19, which 1 and 9 is 10. So 10 is like a new beginning because it's a 1. And we have death and rebirth, darkness to light. And these guys are my totem animals. I love that. And she's the roots of the tree. So what do we say? Say grounded. Ground those roots deep into the earth. Something has ended. Something has finished. Something is coming to this culmination point. Something is complete now. We have gone through the legal completion of this. And it's an ending. And through an ending we have a rebirth. And we're rebirthing in white. So the pumas or the jaguars here, whatever they are, they're very much in the black, and she is dressed in white, and she is ready to start anew. She has the antler. So again, pointing to that Christmas energy. The time, they say the male deer lose their antlers at this time, but the female deers keep their antlers. So they say that Santa's sleigh is driven by females. So she has an antler here, so it must be from a male deer at this time. And so there's an essence of pulling in that golden Ra energy, pulling in that wand energy, that golden fire, the sunflower, the reference to the sun, the golden colour, the reference to the sun, the higher gold, which is Ra, which is sunshine, the male power energy, action. So she is drawing in that, she's commanding that. But it also says darkness to light, and we have just come through the solstice. We have just had the shortest day. We have had the longest night. We are now, every minute of every hour of every day, moving towards more light. So this is beautiful. And I noticed today I was looking out the back window and the trees are bare, but you can see big buds already on these trees, ready. Oh, I think my battery's low. Hold on. Bear with. Oh my god, that was a close one. The battery is literally dead, so I've just plugged it in. But I would have lost 38 minutes of me speaking, so just got it. So again, interesting, the computer was going to die, but I have inserted some power, and that has brightened up the screen again. So darkness into light, death and rebirth. This could be also representing that you might be losing someone at Christmas. Something might happen, but to me it's more about ending some beginnings and to remain grounded no matter what happens. Your power, and maybe connect with animals, connect with the totems, get that shamanic element, which was what we mentioned here as well. The remedies, the nature, walking through the woods, connecting to earth, connecting to that groundedness. Stay grounded. That is your support. There is a newness coming in here, but it does mean something has died. So this one is interesting. Clairvoyance, inspiration, interpretation, trust. She's scrying here, so she's looking at the water to get a message. She has a plant here in her hand. She has nature. And I love the way her head is covered. So there is something quite respectful with spirit when you cover your head as well. It's almost like, let me just take this moment to connect with spirit and receive Clairvoyance is about clear seeing. It's where I'm clairvoyant, and we are able to use our third eye, so this energy center here, and we're able to use it to see more than our physical eyes. And what happens is you get impressions, you get sounds, you hear things, you see things, you feel things. They're all the clairs, so clear audient, clairvoyant, clairsentient, etc. But clairvoyant is seeing, so you might be starting to get images, impressions, ideas, and that's communication from spirit, and that will help guide you. I love the way, people think of that whole witchy energy as well, but here she is, she's beautiful. She's dressed in pink, beautiful baby pink, so it's not threatening at all, it's not overwhelming at all. She's got this beautiful white veil on, purity in her seeing, purity in everything that she's receiving. It's from a high frequency. She's adorned with gold jewelry. So this is a woman who's able to connect, able to see the future, is able to be inspired, and is able to interpret these messages. So seeing a clairvoyant, asking a clairvoyant for messages or readings, is a way to find inspiration as well, if you trust them and interpret. But also to us who are clairvoyants or healers or people who work with spirit, we know that the biggest step that we take often is trusting, that we have to trust spirit, and we have to trust where spirit is bringing us. Because if we're thinking, well, that's not what I would do, or where I would go, or I don't want to be involved in that, that's ego, that's me, that's my I personality. But my soul is bringing me there. My soul is driving it. My soul is interpreting all of this information and bringing it into my consciousness. So it's a connection to your soul, a connection to that bigger spirit energy. And there's a way of having this communication. It's interesting, she's using water, the scrying. So anytime you're around water, you can feel and receive spirit much easier. So even by the ocean, spirit is much more able to give you messages. If you're like having a shower or washing your hands or doing the dishes or whatever, when you're connected with water, it's very interesting because the messages come thick and fast sometimes. So trust what you get. You are seeing more than you think. Then we've got harvest, gathering of blessings. So this is lovely as well. So we did build. We had a certain amount. We had a fertile amount of money. We established a certain amount. We harvested that. We gathered that. And everything we gathered is a blessing. Everything that we built is a blessing. And we took time. You don't just harvest, you plant one day and harvest the next. You have to let your plants grow. You have to let them germinate. You have to let them sprout through the earth. You have to let them grow. Maybe you won't get fruit the first year. You might not get flowers every year. So harvest doesn't happen immediately. You almost have to wait a certain amount of time for this to happen for you. My computer's doing very funny things here. I'm not sure if it's recording well enough, but it's really kind of slowing down, which is interesting. But it says that there will be a harvest. You look again, this golden halo. Yeah? So this is Ra. This is the sun. The power of the sun. Whatever action you take, whatever you've driven forward, you're going to receive some benefit from it. It might be planting food. She has corn here. It might be planting food. But it might just be witnessing something unfold into something real. So when you plant something, you don't have your real element there. It evolves and it grows and it gets bigger. And it's 44, 4-4, so 4-4 is all about stability, all about safety, security, stability, wealth. You're building that, you're harvesting that now. Next card is Hidden Knowledge, Akashic Records, Silent Understanding. 52. So you can see again, we have a big halo here. This could be moon energy. But it's cosmic, and she's looking up. So, is she looking up? I think she is a little bit. It looks like on the computer. I think she's looking straight ahead. But this is another thing as well. When you look up, you go into alpha brainwaves, and you can receive much easier. So anytime you're having difficulty with spirit communication and not really truly getting it, turn your eyes upward, and that sets your brain into alpha, and then you're able to receive more. You can get creative and paint and draw. Anytime of art will put you in alpha, but also just looking upwards. So looking up to spirit, looking up to the power that's coming from above, connecting with the Akashic records, doing an Akashic record meditation. If you want me to do an Akashic record meditation for you, just let me know. Might be something that we could do together on Zoom. But it is this silent understanding, like we had before with the clairvoyance. It's this knowing. It's this having this information that's come from the higher, and that is guidance for you. And then we've got beautiful 27, healing the heart. This very dynamic energy, very much representing the third eye here again. And she's like dancing, she's got her hands in the air, she's very much adorned with jewelry, she's got lots of circles around her. The natural headdress of the antlers again. Got the antlers here. So that connection to the wild world, that connection to nature, that connection to the natural energy of animals, the power animals. So bring the power animals into your life. And it says healing the heart. So to move forward, we must heal our own hearts. And it says power of self-love. So to achieve everything that you want to go forward with, to come out of what you've just come out of, what we need is self-love. What we need is to go back and focus on ourselves and realize we've been through quite a lot in our life. Whether you're 14, 24, 44, 74, you'll have been through something. You'll have had some experience that will have left a mark. If you're watching this, most likely something will have left its mark. And self-love, self-adoration, adorning yourself with jewels and beauty and just loving yourself. You know, Christmas is difficult, so we all overindulge a little. Maybe we're not in as good a shape as we wish we were. Definitely me. And now we're going to overindulge in Christmas. And then we're thinking, well, maybe we've got January, we can start again looking after ourselves. But this is saying, actually, love yourself now. Don't wait till the 1st of January. Love yourself now. Self-care, self-love. Once you pour that love onto yourself, it will show up in your life in many different ways. So remembering to pour it onto yourself first. This is one for the healers as well, because we're so used to giving out love. We're so used to pouring out onto others. We want to give the whole time. It actually gives us joy to give. But it's not necessarily great when the bills come in the door. You can't say, well, I gave so much away. You can't do that. So you have to remember self-love, self-care. What do you need? What's your basics? What do you need to get through? Are you providing that for yourself? Are you giving yourself time? Are you giving yourself what you need? And connect to that natural world again. And it's 7 with the 2, it's 9. So something is coming to completion. So if we can just harness this self-love, it will allow us to complete that old cycle and move into this new cycle. And what's it telling us here? The last card from this deck is go with the flow. So it doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be you climbing a mountain. You can simply wish to begin. You can simply decide that letting go of what was is cleansing. It is clearing your energy, because while it's still with you, it's in your energy. While that negativity or that trauma or that hurt is still in your energy, it's still what you're emanating. And you can see here she's protecting her heart. So what we want to do is work on that heart energy again. We want to connect with that heart energy, and she's got turquoise there as well, which is a beautiful stone for the higher heart. So your heart is here, which is sort of green pink, and then between your throat and your heart you've got the higher heart, which is turquoise, the higher vibration. That's the multidimensional vibration of heart. So we're moving into that because we're letting go of the old, we're letting go of what didn't work. She's got a waterfall here as well. So yes, all this comes with emotion. Yes, we have to cry tears and let it go. Yes, it didn't work out the way we thought it would. But it's cleansing again with that water. We're cleansing, and we're receiving. We've got receiving as well here. So we're letting go, cleansing and receiving. By letting go of the old, by letting it die off, by making that cut, that decision, that justice moment, and stepping into more spiritual connection, stepping into more earthy connection, natural connection to the land, to the plants, to the plant spirits, to the natural world, to the power of the earth, to Gaia. Use that to sustain us, use that to help stabilize us while we carry on the self-love, while we step into self-love, while we realize we are good enough as we are. I don't have to wait to January 1st to take an interest. I can do it now. I don't have to wait to January 1st to join a gym. I can do exercise now. What is self-love to me? Is it reading cards? Is that nurturing to me? It is. This is a message for me as well. And to learn to go with the flow, because when you let something go, the landscape is changing, the stage is being reset. There's a cleansing that's happened, and then a new receiving. New information is going to come in, which we have seen in these cards as well. So let's get a Mother Mary card, because, Christmas and all that, and see what Mother Mary wants to say that might link up with that. We're at 52 already. Goodness me. I have missed you. I have missed reading for you. Okay. Can we get a card, please? But I hope this is a nice little endings and beginnings as well. Ending of the year. We're coming to the end of the year, and we're going to start afresh, and we have to let go of 2024, and we have to move forward into 2025. And in the Chinese New Year, it's going to be year of the snake. And what does the snake do? It sheds its old skin. It lets go of that old self, and it comes out fresh and new and brighter than ever before. The colours of the new skin, bright, not ashamed to show off the colours. So don't hide yourself away. Dress to impress. Feel comfortable in that change. There's some sort of transformation occurring. And yes, you can have a snake bite. Oh my god, there's too many. Hang on. So, like I was saying, I think I've picked up everything. You can have a snake bite. So the poison, but what the poison, thank you, we got one. What the poison does is it activates our system, and we have the ability to transmute it, to change it. From all the bad things that happen to us, we can transmute it and change it and turn it into power. Even now, some poisons, they're using snake venom. They're using bee venom for products. So it's transmuting it from poison into something else. So the Mother Mary card we have is Our Lady of the Whispering Heart. Again, we're back to the heart, huh? We talked about healing the heart. There she is. How beautiful. I love these cards. They're just so beautiful. So let's see what that says. And it's number 2. Number 2. So could be coming together with someone as a couple. 2 is about balance, the weighing scales. Sorry, sofa. So it says, I want to be close to you, my cherished child, so I dwell within your heart. From that sacred place I speak to you daily. Can you feel my presence? I am the voice within that assures you all is well. I am the feeling in your heart that tells you it is all right to trust, no matter what appears to be. I am the knowing in your heart that every prayer you speak is heard and answered by me instantly. I am the joy and relief in your heart as you realize that your answered prayers are already unfolding in divine perfection. Listen for me and know peace within. It says, the clearest guidance is not always the loudest. We had that, didn't we? Sometimes fear and doubt yell, or love and trust speak quietly, but consistently from deep within the heart. You are being asked to trust in the truths of your heart, even if they seem quieter than the voices of fear from within you or coming from those around you. The truths of the heart cut through emotional reactions and mental anguish. The heart simply speaks of what is, without distortion. When we hear the heart speak, we know in our bones that what is spoken of is true. Hearing the heart truths may necessitate an action that we would rather not take. Perhaps we need to wait for more of the picture to become clear to us, for a way forward to be shown. When we would dearly love to act and have the whole situation over and done with, or perhaps the time for action has come and we can see the invitation to move forward opening up. To accept that invitation may require deeply saddening goodbye, a great loss, or a temporary loneliness, even whilst we may sense the wonder and happiness of that which calls us to move on. Our Lady of the Whispering Heart speaks to us of courage and trust and inner knowing. She tells us to trust our inner truths above and beyond the opinion of any other. You will know deep within what needs to happen and when. The details are held in the loving genius of the Divine Mother and revealed through your heart in the perfect way at the perfect time. All you need to do is listen and apply with patience and trust the wisdom that is felt from within. If you're finding it hard to hear that wisdom, the Divine Mother says to you, what would your heart say if it was completely free of fear? This oracle speaks of an important message that is coming to you now or will very soon. The message is either in answer to a prayer already uttered or an answer to a question you didn't even know that you held within. Pay attention to your heart, using the following healing process and affirmation to help connect with this important guidance within. Your world is changing, beloved. You have all the guiding light you need for this change to be a healing one, even if some sadness is necessary, rite of passage into your greater emerging happiness. Have faith, the Mother is with you, guiding you through your heart always. The oracle has come to remind you of this and to let you know that now in particular she is whispering to you, and what you feel in your heart is truth. There's a little meditation, and then the affirmation is, the truths of my heart are made clear by Mother Mary's loving grace. She speaks through my heart, and I hear her whisper truth. All guidance that I need is with me now. In this I trust. through my own divine nature and her perfect grace. It is so. So that's beautiful. That's bringing us back to the heart energy. Self-love, self-care over Christmas. It can be a bit distorted because of the comings and goings, because of different people being around, different energies. Protect your energy, double bubble yourself. That is your reading for today. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas celebration, and I'm sure I will see you again very soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.